There are going to be times when you just want to add something a little bit special to one of your images. And in this case, we're going to go a little bit girly, but that's okay. We're going to add just a little bit of specular, out of focus lights or dust to our image that we have. So let me show you how we do that. Here is an image that I shot underwater of, it's just a nice ethereal lady floating underwater, and I love it. I just love the simplicity of it, but I want to zhuzh it up in some way. So we have a couple different images of some out of focus golden lights that I would like to add to this image, or to my image of my lady floating. So what I can do is select my first image right here, use my move tool, make sure my move tool is activated, click on the image with the shift key down, and then click and drag over the tab for the image, and then come down and drop that layer onto my image. I'm going to do the exact same thing for Golden Lights 56. Click, drag, hover over the tab, come down and release. And then I'm going to do the same thing for Golden Lights 43. So holding down shift, click, drag, hover over the tab for the image, come down and release. So now if I look down in my layers palette, you can see that I have all 4 of my layers. I have my background layer, and then I have all of my different out of focus lights, okay? So I'm going to turn the visibility off of layer 2 and layer 3, and I'm just gonna deal with layer 1. So now we have all of our layers. So if you remember from our chapter on showing and hiding different elements of images, you remember that we played around with the layer blend modes to see how the layers would interact with each other. So for this example, we're going to use a different blend mode, but it's still the same concept. So let's see what screen blend mode will do for us. Before we do anything, I just want to go ahead and rename these layers. So let's call this Lights 1. And then let's rename this Lights 2. And then we'll rename the third layer Lights 3. It just makes it a little bit better for our layers palette. Let's select Lights 1, and then let's change the blend mode from normal to screen. Now I really like the way that these 2 layers are interacting with each other, but I think that the placement of the lights might do better if we move it. So since we have the move tool activated and we have our Lights 1 layer selected, we can click and just drag and relocate these out of focus lights a little bit more. If you'd like to change their shape or their size, you can hit Command or Control T to transform this layer. And let's go ahead and just make it a little bit bigger. Relocate it and maybe like rotate it a little bit. So that looks good. I'm going to hit return to accept these changes. And now, even though I really like these lights that I've added, I don't think that they're necessarily as bright as I'd like to see them. So what I can do is with layer Lights 1 selected, it looks just like layer for me as a dyslexic. What I can do is hit Command or Control plus J, and that will duplicate the layer Lights 1 copy. So now if I turn on the visibility of the copy layer, you can see that I was able to really double the visibility of my Lights 1. So let's turn on Lights 2. And let's go ahead and hit Command or Control T to transform this so that it fits within my canvas. I'm holding down the Shift key to protect the aspect ratio of the shot. So just letting you know that. And then again, we're going to change the blend mode from normal to screen. And then let's hit Command or Control T again, and maybe just rotate this around so that we can place these lights somewhere else. I wonder what it would look like if we duplicated lights 2 as well. Command or Control J to duplicate that. That looks nice as well. And now let's turn on lights 3. Command or Control T to transform as we hold down Shift to bring in the sides of our layer. Now we'll change the blend mode again from normal to screen. Command or Control T. And we will relocate this so that it's a little bit off center, just a little bit underneath there. Okay, so we have added our fun elements. Let's hold down Option or Alt and preview just the background to show our before and our after. There's a couple things that I want to change here. So the first is going to be right here, we have the cutoff of one of our frames of one of our light bokehs. So that's going to be lights 2. So let's add a mask to lights 2, and then we'll paint with black. So we'll use our brush tool. Let's hit B to make sure that we are using our brush, and then let's paint with black. And we're just going to paint over just lights 2 where we don't like that effect. Now, because we duplicated our lights 2 layer, we got rid of one of them, but we didn't get rid of both of them. So we can take our lights 2 copy and hold down Option or Alt and clip that to where the underlying mask is white, and where the underlying mask is black, this layer will not be visible. So that's good. That takes care of the one light that was kind of like along the edge of the frame that we wanted to fix. But there are also a couple of lights over here on her elbow and on her foot that I want to take off of my model. So what I can do is our last step is going to be to create a group with all of our layers. So let's hold down Shift. Let's select all of our lights layers, and then we'll hit Command or Control plus G to create a group. Now let's add a mask to that group, okay? And we can name this and label it Lights Group. Let's go ahead and select our mask, and we'll use our brush tool again on black to paint out the lighting effect from the areas where it's overlapping on the model that I don't like. Now, you can have some overlap and that would be fine, but there are just some spots that don't necessarily look great. So like, I'll leave this one and that one I don't mind, but I don't like this specific one. Let's get rid of this guy as well. And there's one over her hand, which I'm gonna remove. But that looks nice. I don't wanna get rid of too many on her because I feel like it needs to look as if it was created in the shot. Okay, folks, so that's how you take one of your images from drab to fab, okay? Let's go to our next lesson.